Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it is nearing the end of November, and that means that I will be migrating into a new bullet journal soon. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen some teaser pictures from my setup in my new bullet journal, but I thought I would show you sort of my migration process. So when I start thinking about a new bullet journal, I like to sort of plan it out. And when I was going through my pages in here, I realized I would have a couple extra pages at the end. So I set up a new bujo setup spread. And basically I look at my new journal and I look at the pages I know I'm going to be setting up at the beginning and I make a list. So for example, I actually start from the inside of the front cover. I skip that weird little, if you want to see here, the weird little glued together sheet and just jump straight to the index. And then I just label everything from there, from page 1 to up until I'm finished with my front of journal collections. And I look at what I've done in, for example, this is my second bullet journal. I looked at what I did in my second bullet journal, what I did in my first, and I thought about, okay, what do I want to keep? What do I want to migrate? What do I want to move into a different, for example, my long-term collection bullet journal? And I draw out my plan, and then I basically go through and I started setting up. So I've set up certain things. For example, my index is not done yet. I have to go through and fill that in. I have gotten my year at a glance. Because I will be starting in December, I didn't actually include December since I do a mini monthly calendar on my weeklies. It didn't really seem necessary, but I at least have 2017 on here. Then I just started going through and filling in my spreads, which if you, again, follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen pictures of these more up close. And you can tell I haven't really filled in anything. I've just been setting up, and then probably next week or the week after, I will actually go through and fill in all of these spreads. So that's what I've got set up in here for now. As part of my pre-planning and migration process, I also create a to-do list for this bullet journal. So anything that I need to migrate, move, little things that don't really fit on this spread, but that I want to remember to do, I put down on here. So that when I'm doing my migration, I can just check between the two pages and make sure I haven't forgotten to do something. I also like to do a bullet journal review. I did this in my first, so that's why I've labeled it Second Bujo Review. And I started this before I did my plan and basically went through and thought about, okay, what are the things I want to keep, drop, or try? What are the things that I really liked? What are the things I'd like to change? And I have some room left to finish it out because I've still got about 2 weeks left in here, but this really helped me to create and tweak my setup for my third bullet journal. So that is basically how it goes. You can tell I do set up kind of early. I also, as part of my setup, I have set up, for example, up through here. And what I will do is actually leave 2 full spreads before I start December. So I'm planning on doing my cleaning checker in here, and then December will start here, so that with these spreads, if anything comes up in the middle of the year or the middle of the couple of months I'm in here, I can add them at the front rather than having them floating around in no man's land at the back or in between a weekly or something. So this is something I did in my second bullet journal that I really liked how it worked out, and so I'm going to do it again this time. The other thing you'll see is I actually will go through, after I've made my layout here, I actually will go through and pencil in at the top what's going on each page so that I don't accidentally skip something, because I actually jump around when I plan. For example, I did my financial first, and then I did my calendex, and then I did my year at a glance. So I'm not really linear in how I set up, so I like to pencil in what's going on that page so I don't accidentally forget something and screw up my layout. But yeah, so that is how I migrate between bullet journals. I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave any comments or questions in the box below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.